Hello, favorite lab partner. Here we are with what to do with this lab. So we've got the data. So in your write-up, here's your lab write-up. What we're going to do, we're going to record the data. So you show me those numbers. Here we have the numbers. Again, the warm water, the room temperature water, the cold water, and the room temperature acid. So when we're looking at the, not looking at the acid, those are the numbers. When we're looking at the acid, we're just comparing these two here because we're comparing with some control at the same temperature. So compare those two numbers. And that's your data. There's no calculations. You're doing what's called a qualitative analysis for this lab. We're going to look at the numbers qualitatively, and then we are going to go ahead and do some answering of questions. All right, here are our questions. 1 and 2. Actually, you could actually combine 1 and 2 once I look at this. It said you combine 1 and 2 into 1. It's a very short answer. Do the results show what you expected? Did the acid result show what you expected? So really, you can kind of combine those into one answer, very short. You can say, oh, maybe this went as expected, but maybe this didn't. Or maybe it all went as you expected. Maybe you expected the acid number to be longer than the water, just plain water. Maybe you expected that, I don't know. Most people probably wouldn't. Acids are really reactive, so they're gonna destroy something really fast, right? A lot of people expect that, but that's not what we got, and it wasn't even close. So, but if you didn't expect that, just say yes or no. That's what you expected or didn't. It's fine. I mean, whatever. So this is the fast, easy part. Results expected or not expected, or a little bit of both. Record that. This is the delve into part. This is the one that's going to take a little bit. Explain your results. Include an explanation of why the acid result does make sense. Okay, now you might say, well, it didn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense, right? That's not what I expected. Okay, that's fine, that's great. But now, knowing the chemistry behind the acid and the Alka-Seltzer, which you're going to have to go and look up, okay, just a second, then this should make sense. But you're not going to know that this makes sense until you do a little bit of research into what Alka-Seltzer is. Let me write that down for you. Can you see this over here? ALKA. Seltzer, S-E-L-T-Z-E-R. Okay, there's our Alka-Seltzer. You are going to have to do a little bit of research. So what I mean by that is look up what Alka-Seltzer is made of. What are the ingredients? Or maybe you have some at home. I mean, look at the box. See what it's made out of. Look active ingredients and inert ingredients. I will give you a little bit of a hint here that the gas that comes off, the fizz is for show. It's a kind of a for showy thing that happens there. So we go, oh yeah, look at my Alka-Seltzer, it's working. But look up the ingredients in Alka-Seltzer. There's a couple of things that it does. It has a couple of things that if you take it, will help you feel better. 2 different things actually that it does. Look it up, find out. So Alka-Seltzer, look that up. Then once we know that what Alka-Seltzer is, it's made of and it's supposed to do, then we look at the acid and we can say, oh, I don't know. To me, this makes absolute sense. If I got a number that was smaller than this, I know something ain't right, because I know what this is, and I know what we had here, and it should be a longer period of time for the tablet to dissolve. Your job is to find out why. Now, you could probably Google that. You could probably Google, I don't know, why does Alka-Seltzer take longer to dissolve in acid versus in plain water? I don't know, give it a shot, look it up. I haven't done it, but you can Google everything nowadays. All right, so find out that result and give me that explanation. So I do want you to talk about reaction rates at particular temperatures and on a molecular level. Write down why they do what they do. So I do want you to talk about, a little bit of hint, collision theory, okay, a little collision theory with the water times, and look up why Alka-Seltzer being made of what it is took longer in the acid to dissolve than in the plain water. That's what you're looking for. You answer this part, and that's the bulk of your points here. This is the bulk of your points for the lab, is to do this. This is easy, and you just want to write yes or no is what I expected. Explain. So do a good explanation. Talk a little bit about the collision theory and talk about the Alka-Seltzer and why it should do what it did in the acid, because it should have been longer. All right, so, all right, that's it. Once you do that, just hand it in, send it to me, and you can do this maybe in a paragraph with the numbers, and you're good. That's your whole lab write-up. Okay, all right, okay. If you have any questions, show up to a Zoom video and fire away, or send me an email, and I'll try to get back to you ASAP. All right, talk to you later, lab partner.